desolation of an abandoned town, I stumbled upon an old diary that spoke of a cursed secret. Little did I know that the silence gripping the once thriving community concealed a sinister force, waiting to unveil its malevolent presence. It started innocently, a road trip to clear my mind. The GPS in my smartwatch led me to a forgotten town, its streets lined with dilapidated buildings. The air hung heavy with an unsettling stillness, and not a single soul roamed the silent streets. Curiosity led me to an ancient bookstore, its creaky door groaning in protest as I pushed it open. The shelves were lined with dusty volumes, but my attention was drawn to a weathered diary on the counter. Its pages told the tale of a once vibrant community succumbing to an insidious force, the entries becoming increasingly frantic and desperate. The writer spoke of whispers in the wind and shadows that danced in the moonlight. They chronicled the slow descent into madness as the town's population dwindled. Each disappearance shrouded in a veil of eerie silence. The diary hinted at a malevolent entity, a curse that silenced both the living and the dead. As I delved deeper into the abandoned town, I couldn't escape the feeling of being watched. The windows of decaying houses held a gaze that sent shivers down my spine, and the oppressive silence pressed against my eardrums. In the town square, an old well stood as a grim monument. The diary mentioned it as the epicenter of the curse. Unable to resist, I peered into its depths, only to be met with an abyss so profound it seemed to swallow sound itself. As night fell, the shadows came alive. I heard faint whispers carried by the wind, voices of the long-gone residents pleading for release. Panic set in as I realized the curse fed on the town's collective silence, each new victim adding to the mute symphony. With each passing day, the town's malevolence tightened its grip. The once whispered voices grew louder, reverberating through my mind. Sleep became elusive, haunted by nightmares of the town's descent into eternal silence. In the heart of the abandoned church, I discovered a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with cryptic symbols. The diary's final entries revealed a desperate attempt to break the curse, a ritual that demanded a sacrifice. As I deciphered the ancient incantations, a gut-wrenching realization struck: the curse required a new victim to carry the silence forward. The shadows encroached, and the town seemed to exhale its collective breath. I felt an unseen force wrapping around me, pulling me toward the inevitable. I screamed, but my voice was swallowed by the same silence. Eventually I felt like I had become part of the cursed story, my presence adding to the deafening silence. The last entry in the diary resounded in my mind: the city lives in silence, and so do you. Perhaps out of fear, I lost consciousness. I opened my eyes. The dark, whispering city no longer surrounded me. On the contrary, there were white walls around me, and I was lying on a hard but comfortable couch. I won't give all the details, but as explained to me, I was found by the rescue team. I passed out right next to the well. Apparently, my smartwatch detected a sudden drop in my heart rate and called an ambulance. Either way, something saved me. I'm safe now, and the abandoned old town is 3 neighborhoods away. I told the doctors everything that happened. The doctor's theory was that I had a vivid imagination and toxic air from the old town sewer system, which hadn't been cleaned in years. I don't know what to say. The doctor makes sense, but I've seen it. I heard it all. I don't believe that imagination can be so believable. One way or another, I'm never going back there. To this day, I still dream of whispers from the old houses, and I feel that fear won't leave me anytime soon.